Hey friends, I'm hopeful everybody can hear me. I'm trying a new setup, and so I am somewhat concerned about the potential audio. So we're gonna hope for the best here. I think we're okay. All right. So what I did, it was my birthday this past week, so I bought a UV LED curer for gel polish. And I know I've never done gel polish before, but I really couldn't think of anything I wanted. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get this. I'm going to try it and see, how I like it. I really like doing my stamps and my dip, but let's try the gel polish. And so I'm not going to do them on my actual nails. I'm going to do them just like I always have and then put them in the curer to go. So bear with me while I do this because I know very little about gel polish. So you are going to learn with me. And if you already know how to do that, then awesome. You are a step ahead of me. So we apply our base coat and cure for 30 to 60 seconds. So I'm going to get my nails picked out here. I usually use the same size every time. So I'm going to do that first. And get those out here, and then we can go through this process and see how it works for me. So I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a learning experience for all of us, or at least for me anyway, right? So I thought, well, let's give this a try. And that way I have options. I have lots of options on how I want to do my nails. So now I have very wide nails, and so I am using 00 on my thumbnails. That is how wide my nails are. And so I usually use 4 on my index finger. Throw that on there. I'm trying to remember. I have it written down somewhere, but I didn't bother to get that when I started today. So 3s. Use 3s on my pointer finger. And I'm thinking of 4.5 on my middle finger. Let's see. Yeah, I think, well, there is a way to measure, but I'm too lazy. So I'm going to go 4.5 on my middle finger. So, like I said, I have very wide fingers. So that's what we're going to do. And I just dropped one of those. Yep, that was a 4.5. And a 4.5. Okay. So here we go. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do other than I'm going to give this a shot here and see how it works. And I will link the one I got down below if anybody's interested. I did a lot of researching and looking and trying to decide what ones might be a good fit for me, looked at reviews, the whole everything. And I got the model ones, paints, gel polishes that came with a gel coat, a base coat, top coats, and I think about 20 or 28 colors. So, interesting. Since I've never really done this before, I've noticed that when you're doing the base coat here, and you may not need to even do it on extensions, but I'm going to, at least this time around, that before I even get it sat down, it kind of starts to look bubbly. So I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to turn it on. And I'm going to do 60 seconds. And we'll see how that works. And while that's curing, I'll go ahead and work on this second set. So, and as usual, my nails are crooked on here. I don't know how that works. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get this on. That way we can see where we're at. And I've been doing a lot of designs the last several weeks between Halloween and then teddy bears last week. And so I'm just going to do a plain manicure for this week. Sometimes you just got to take a step back. And so that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm just going to do a plain gel manicure and see how I like it. There's the base coat. The other one is just now done. So I'm going to take it out and then pop this bad boy in there. I gotta figure out if there's a way I can turn that off. I don't really care for the automatic turn on because then whenever I stick my fingers in there, it does that. So I gotta see if there's a way to turn that off. So, okay, here we go. We've got the first set of gel. And I am going to go with a couple of different colors here. First, I'm going to go with, I think this is a kind of a gold. Yeah, it's kind of pretty. So let's try this. Again, this is really kind of just I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but let's give it a try anyway. So this is kind of I know it said to try and do very thin coats so that it cures better. And I'm thinking I didn't do a very good job of that with the base coat because it's looking kind of wonky. But we're going to go ahead and finish it and see. Right now, I'm going to say I'm not loving it because I'm thinking that I did the base coat really badly because it's all kind of bubbly, and I don't know why it's bubbly. I'm going to use a red for my index finger to kind of just have a little fun. This is the Model 1's fall collection that I picked up to try with the lamp. So yeah, I can tell this is going on way too thick, but it is what it is, and so we'll see what happens. So, all right, so I'm gonna try and do these a little less, kind of shake this up a bit and see if that helps. All right, now let's go ahead and try. I'm gonna tighten this because I don't want that to fall over. So this is kind of actually that is doing a little better, but a nice glitter. These are pretty small bottles. According to the insert, it's the same size as their regular bottle, it's just smaller. And I'm thinking, okay. But they claim it holds the same amount of polish. Crap, I didn't want to do that one there. That's all right. You know what, I'll just switch these. They're close enough. And we'll go from there. You can always come back and do it again if it doesn't look right, which it probably won't. So I've been down. My mother had her knee replaced this week, so I've been at her house all week. I just came back home today just to do some laundry, pick up my packages, and those types of things, and then I'm headed back down to her place. She lives a little over an hour away today, so I'm heading back down there this afternoon. So I wanted to get this done so I would have some nails to wear next week. And so we'll see if I like what we're doing here or not. So I don't know. If not, I can always just grab some stuff and take it with me and do a quick mani down there so that I have something that I can wear. Because I found that I do not really care for naked nails. All right, so, all right, now we're gonna put this bad boy in there. All right, looks a little better. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. It does look better though. It doesn't look as bumpy with this third coat. Second coat of color, third coat of polish, because we started with the base coat. And this is a second coat of color. And it is looking a little smoother. Hopefully that trend will continue. I don't know. And a very small layer of the red because it's pretty thick. So yeah, I just don't know. All right, we'll switch these out. We'll put these in and we'll get the others. All right, now we'll do a second coat on these. Then we'll go ahead and do the clear coat, the top coat, and see how it looks. Now these pinkies, when I do them, they look really good. And then I get down to the others and I'm thinking, not so much. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, if these don't turn out that well, it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. I've got more nails. I can do it again, or I can do something different. Because I did get a new plaid stamping plate this week too, because it's fall and I'm into plaids. So, and not just the buffalo plaid, but some tartan type plaid and some of that too. So, is that. All right. And now we'll do the red again. So there we go. So this is going to take some, I think, some experimenting on my part, because right now I'm still not 100% sure I'm feeling it. There we go. So they look kind of bubbly to me. I'm going to go ahead and clear coat them at this point and see if that helps, but I have my doubts that that's going to be very helpful. So, I don't know what color that is. All right, and so now we'll top coat these, and hopefully that will help. Like I said, this is something new for me. I'm not really sure about yet. So it's maybe a total. Because I thought, oh, gel looks so much easier. Not that dip isn't easy. I think dip is very easy. But I thought, oh, let's just go ahead and try it. You know, you get those gift cards. You're like, oh, what do I want? You know, it's like, oh. So let's try this. I mean, the colors are pretty. I'm just not sure that my application is great. So anyway, I was talking about my mom. So finally, she went on Tuesday, had her surgery. She didn't get released until Thursday because she was having, she had low sodium. So they had to pump her full of, you know, IV fluids. And so she stayed till Thursday. But we got her home. She's doing pretty good. She's pretty mobile. You know, doing what she's supposed to be doing and her exercises and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to be down there for at least 1 more week, maybe 2. But I'm going to try and come back up to my house, at least on the weekend, just to, nothing else, to see my dogs and my family and to do a new set of manis, right? So, let's see how that goes. This set came with a base coat, a shiny top coat, a matte top coat, and something that was called a laser top coat. I'm not sure what that is yet, so we will have to check that out. Yeah, I'm still going bumpy on these. Now, I have a different set of Model 1's base coat that I could try. Amazingly enough, though, they are dry to the touch. But they just have that wonky, I'm all over the place look a little bit. And so I'm not really fond of that. You can see here where it's, so I got the pinky, I think was the best, probably one of the bunch. It's pretty, I like it. So I think I'll get my other Model 1's base coat. Maybe this base coat just wasn't very good, and give this another shot. I hate to, like I said, waste a good set of nails, but sometimes it is what it is, right? So yeah. All right. So another 0 here. 00, I'm sorry. Like I said, and I know my pinkies are 6s. And I did a 3, which worked really, really well for that. And I think I did a 4. Let me double check. 4 or 4.5 next. Okay, 4.5 next. So 3, 4.5, 4. Yeah, so 4.5. And then 4. So if you have better luck than I do, I mean, they're dry, they're pretty. So I'm going to try that other base coat that I have. Maybe that base coat just isn't any good. I'm going to try my other base and top coats because I know they're good. I've used them before for just clears. We're just doing a real quick practice on a UV one that I had. It's just a little pin light. It's not a full-fledged light. So looks like I might have to order some replacements, some additional nails for the sizes that I know I need now. I found that if I change brands, sometimes I have to do that. I have to double check and then make sure I get the right ones, and then I can just order singly the sizes that I want. So yeah, we said 4 on the index finger and 4.5 in the middle. Weird size fingers, I know. Very, very weird size fingers. So, all right. I am going to go grab those other and be right back. All right, so now we're back. So we're gonna go ahead with, like I said, the original model ones that I had. This is the base coat, start with it. And I know when I used it last time, it didn't look like that. So we're gonna do that. If I can get it, there we go. Because I had gotten this base coat and I was playing with it with dips last week. And you can use gel base and top coats with acrylic dip powder if you so choose. Because I was just playing around with that. And it found that you could do that very well. Okay, so this isn't drying near as bumpy as the last ones did. So I'm going to be hopeful maybe that it was just, although they are drying a little bumpy. I don't know. I'll slap them in there and see what happens. I'm hitting the 60 seconds, so. I guess it could possibly be my lamp, but I wouldn't think it would be. But I guess you just never know these things, right? The other one should be done in just 3 seconds. Oh, those look much clearer. Well, one of them looks a little bumpy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, so the thumb looks a little bumpy. The pinky looks perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll pick a different color so I don't run, because that was, so I think I'll pick just a different color. Let's see. I'm still wanting some glitter though. Sorry, I keep getting off my, maybe not that one. Ooh, that's, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Not today. No, not today. Maybe I'll go back with what I was using. Yeah, because that's, well, actually that, I think I'll try that. I don't think that would be too bad. And this, I'll do it. Not the same red I was doing. Now that's more of brown. It's mauvey. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this a little bit different this time. This one doesn't look quite as bad. Okay, so I'm gonna set these over to the side because those are gonna be my, yeah. But I'm gonna use the red full time, and then we're gonna go back and do a glitter accent for this. That's what we're gonna do this week. And you're going, whatever. Lady, you're crazy. Okay. One. Oh, know if that was the same color I was using, but it's the color we're using now. Make sure we get all the sides, all the way, front to back. This one's bumpy. I can just tell by putting the stuff on that this one's bumpy. So, hopefully. And the thumb is also bumpy. All right, I'm gonna pull my accent and see how this works. Tell me that's not pretty. Oh yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. But as you can see, I'm not very good at this. So I'm gonna have to kind of brush up on my technique a little bit because this gel stuff is very thick. All right, I'm gonna throw that in there and see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first since I have it open right now. I think it's just gonna take some practice. Again, my pinky is smooth in comparison. Get some of that excess off there. My ring finger isn't too bad. Index finger again is a little bumpy. As is the thumb. But not, I don't think, as bad as the last time. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and put that in there for its first round. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we're ready to do the second round of color on these. I am liking the accent ring, the accent finger. Like I said, glitter is my jam. And like I said, for some reason, the pinkies seem to be perfect. I don't know if I'm not getting enough polish for the rest of them, maybe. And maybe I'm trying to spread it too thin. Maybe that's it. So let's go in with a little bit more and see if we can't, because that may be the problem. I've been trying to spread it too thin, trying to get those thin coats, and I don't know. And maybe it's drying on me a little bit too fast. Not that it's going to get fully dry, but maybe it's starting to get tacky. Maybe that's why it's not looking good. I don't know. All right. And now we'll do this one again. Get some more. Oh, yeah. Okay, if nothing else, I love the accent ring. we're gonna throw this back in there. 60 seconds. And give these a second coat. We'll start with the accent finger. Since I've already got that one ready to go. All right. And then we'll go ahead and go back with the others. And then we'll do our top coat. And then maybe we'll be done. Like I said, whoa. I think a lot of this is my inexperience. So I think practice will help. Don't get too much on my brush, and but don't try and be totally stingy with it either. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and top coat this with my top coat that I already had, not the one that came in the box. I don't think that was the problem, but we'll go ahead and do this. Way too much top coat there. I think you could have done probably 10 nails with that. I'm hopeful, and I don't know if those of you who have done this, maybe you can tell me. I don't know if I have a gel HEMA allergy or not. I'm kind of hoping that if I just do it on extensions and cure everything without really touching the gel for the most part, that I won't have a lot of issues. So that's what I'm hopeful for. So again, who knows? But if I end up, I will definitely look for some HEMA-free ones next time. I just didn't think about it when I got this set. I think it's definitely better than the first set I did. And I think my biggest problem was I was being a little stingy with the base coat. And I was, although I wanted a thin coat, I was being too stingy with it. And that's what caused some of the bubbling. I could be totally wrong. That wouldn't be the first time. And since I'm overly anxious and anal about this, I'm actually going to cure this top coat for 90 seconds on both of these so that I make sure I got it doubly done. And then I'm going to do a little bit of swatching real quick for you on the new colors I got from Maniology. Okay, so our first set now has been cured for 90 seconds. Let's do this one. All right, so they're all dry. Like I said, this one has got a little bit of a bump here because I got a little too much stuff on it, but I don't think you're gonna notice it. And this is really quick. All right, so I might file that a bit and redo it because you can kind of notice it there. If I put it on my other finger, yeah, I can still notice it. It's me who notices it, not anybody else. Trust me, no one else will notice. So let's check this one. Yep. And I gotta buff off the nubbins that are on the front of these. So let's let that go again. It really doesn't take much to get that off. Just gotta, just a couple of times, get that little piece there that sometimes sticks out. Couple swatches with the emery board and you're pretty much good to go on that. So there we go. I do like those. They are very just fallish. There's nothing to them. They're not fancy in any way, shape, or form. All right. So with that being said, I am going to go into this other real quick. I got the Maniology M267. It's the plaid, all plaid, and it came, and I got it with the Autumn Bounty colors. So we're just going to swatch these real quick. So the first one up is called Persimmon. Let me grab. There's that. I got my sticky stamper here. So we'll go ahead and just try this and see how it looks. I'm excited about trying it. All right. Okay, so Persimmon. Let's go. It's a really pretty color. So it's a very glittery orange there. Then we've got cranberry. Thai cranberry. Nice red. I think that can probably be used for Christmas stuff too. Not quite as probably red as a lot of reds for Christmas, but I think it's usable. And the last one is eggplant. So, being the purple girl I am excited to try the eggplant. And I was, like I said, going to do a plaid this week, but I just don't have the time. With having to drive back down to my mother's. And all of that and everything else that's going on. So there we go. We got eggplant, cranberry, and persimmon. So I will enjoy trying those out as soon as I have the opportunity. So those are pretty, because I was really excited to get this plaid stamp because I really wanted to be able to do some plaids. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. Like I said, this was a learning experience for me and you. Probably more me, because there's probably a lot of you out there with a lot more experience than I have. But this was my first foray into trying gels in this nature. So I'm going to pull the other one out. Yep, looking just as good. I'm not really sure if this is more of a red or a brown, but either way, it's going to work for me as a nice autumn neutral. So, like I said, I just kind of want to do something a little bit less, just a little more conservative this week. I have to make an appearance in our Court of Appeals, as I am an attorney and I do have arguments in the Court of Appeals this week. So I thought I am going to go a little bit more conservative, just because I can and I wanted to. So anyway, again, thank you all for stopping by. I hope you learned something, or if nothing else, you got a kick out of it and me and my mistakes. So anyway, thank you all. Everybody stay safe out there. Have a good one, and I will see you next week. Bye.